I'm Wally from Real Business Matters, bringing you the latest in our TGIM series. So in this video, I'd like to talk about the importance of cost tracking, and more particularly, monthly cost tracking. So, as owners of small businesses and really managers of all businesses, we need to really keep a track of the costs that we are incurring in our business, align it and compare it to the revenue that we're generating, and of course understand the bottom line that we're generating for our business. And so, on a monthly basis, there's a number of different items that we need to keep a track of so we can have an accurate view of how we're performing as a business. So I think the first item really needs to be, the costs that we're spending on a monthly basis, how are we capturing them? Are we capturing them when a supplier or a vendor sends us an invoice? Or are we capturing those costs when we provide a purchase order to a supplier? So we need to make sure that whichever way we're using that sort of system, we capture all of those costs that have been incurred by our business. Now, once we have that data, we need to sit down and have a think about, what other costs have we committed to during the month that we haven't necessarily spent or we haven't necessarily been invoiced for, and how are we accounting for that? In some businesses, we may have made commitment to spend with suppliers with long lead times. We may have placed orders for materials that are coming in somewhere down the track, but we haven't necessarily had an invoice for that yet, and so it hasn't shown up in our accounting system. So that's a committed cost that we need to keep a track of and make an account for once we're looking at the final numbers at the end of the month. So the final piece of the puzzle really is in terms of the costs that we have incurred during the month. Have any of those costs come in to our business, and that sits against a customer or a client to whom we have been unable to bill during that month. Now, for example, some customers and clients may have a certain milestone you need to hit in terms of the supply of your product or service before you can give them an invoice. And so we may have $20,000 or $30,000 sitting in our business for customers and clients to whom we have got a zero sales or a revenue number. And so that's another number we need to account for at the end of the month once we're looking at our performance, the performance of our business. So with those couple of items, it's really important that we don't just look at the number that our accounting software spits out and think that that's really the performance of our business during the month. There is a couple of other items that we need to be mindful of before resting assured that we're doing the right thing through the month. Thanks for joining us. Until next time.